We're back live in Pittsburgh at the Andy Russell Celebrity Golf Tournament, and powered by Beach Lifestyle Radio Network and the Total Tutor. And I'm really excited. My first ever LPGA person, Missie Berteotti. Missie, thanks for coming by.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're excited about talking to you because, again, I want to learn how you became an LPGA. It's not the easiest thing in the world, is it, to get into the LPGA? You have to be a very good golfer in a lot of ways for our listeners out there, and how that process works.
What is this, a 5-second answer? How did I do it? I don't know. A lot. I guess just like every other person, you want something, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. But I was a local girl, played at my local little par 3 course, rode my bike there. My dad was not a pro, we hear that a lot, but very unschooled, and played with my friends, and I got a scholarship to college and kept on going.
And so basically, you had a love for golf your whole life, would you say? Or were you forced into it at first? You never know, and then you see your talents, and then, okay.
Right, I know. I'm a mother now. I'm a golf coach, so I see these kids, these dads bring their kids to me, and they want me to kind of not force them, but kind of direct them. And mine was absolutely self-initiated. I say this a lot. My dad was a golfer, and I wanted to do what my daddy was doing, And probably around 11, 12, I said, I want to golf with you. And he said, no, you're not good enough. This is my, for the guys, so you stay home. So I think who knows how to motivate a child? And
that motivated you, right?
I think so.
You said, I'm going to light a fire. When did you first know that, you're going to be a professional? What did you do? What was like the moment when you knew you were competing against other people at a high level?
You study all these things as an adult coach, and you wonder how to instill that, and if you ever know, and like how to coach confidence. And I don't think you ever know, but I always wanted it. When I was in college, I qualified for a pro event as a collegiate player in Miami, and I made it as a collegiate player. So I played against the lady pros, and I thought, I can do this. If this is it, I can do this.
It seems like it. It seems like it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm really going to be something, and it's just like to have something that is your gift. You just go for it. Yeah.
I really am. I hear so many kids today say, I'm not sure what I want to be. I always knew. I'm so grateful I had that desire, dream, passion, whatever you call it.
And basically, you traveled a lot, too. Everywhere, would you say? All over the world, pretty much?
Yes. South America, Japan. I love Japan. Japan is very popular. Golf is very popular in Japan. I love that culture. Love playing over there. All over the United States and Hawaii. A little bit, and not too much in Europe. Not like today's golfers. Right. It is international. For us, no, not so much.
Would you say now the growth of the LPGA is unbelievable compared to, let's say, 20 years ago or any time, and seeing how everything just keeps growing?
Yes, I'd say the growth of golf is unbelievable.
And Tiger probably is the one that did it.
Yeah, I think so. He made it hip. He made it cool.
Yeah.
Made it athletic.
Yeah.
And it really has sprung up this culture of like this, these mindset of guys, these young kids that are, fist pumps, and they're into it, and they dress cool, and the Rickies and all. So I think it's great. I think that's what I'm involved in now, and I wish we could keep making it more affordable.
Yes.
Keep making it, getting them some instruction, some help.
Well, it's nice is like I remember when I golfed, I would golf at Shenley Park, and that's very inexpensive, and It's fun when you have to try to hit the ball over the
road.
The road, right. Yeah. And I would golf with my father, and it was one of the things he's still alive, but one of the memories I always have is we went and golfed every weekend. Yeah. So, and I'm not even golfing in this, Missy, because the last time I golfed is 11 years ago, and my team has told me I can't embarrass them. So I ended up recruiting an unbelievable team to play in the golf tournament, and I know that they're going to win. And Marcus, you'll see that my brother-in-law is going to play, and it's going to be an unbelievable event. But I'm sure you're looking forward also. Are you going to give any pointers? I asked the same question to your team on the golf course tonight. Are you?
All day. That's all I do. That's what I do. I love it. What I've said? It's really nice when the job you have, people like your job.
Yeah, okay.
People love me, like they love to talk to me because of my job. That's a great privilege. I mean, if I did something boring, I'd meet less people and less interesting people. So sure, I'd love to help them.
And when you're coaching, how do you have patience? As a teacher, I know how I dealt with patience, but how do you have patience with people and play golf? Because they can be frustrated very easily, and especially if you have a young child's lesson and they just can't do anything right. It's like they just like, I give up, baseball or other sports, and it doesn't come quickly, they quit.
Yes, that I think is the interesting aspect of coaching. Maybe it's an art, maybe it's intuition, maybe it's motherly love. You have to, I think I'm firm, but I think you have to keep loving them. They're trying. I mean, they are trying. Some people have different coordination abilities. Right. I love working with them regardless, what level. I really do. The tough ones that I have to the sit down with is when they're not defiant. I don't know what the word is, but whether it's a young kid who has an attitude or it's a 60-year-old, very successful man who tells me what he needs. And so I'm there as a coach trying to help you, and the kid has an attitude like he wants to discuss it or debate it. And the other person who knows it all tells me. So that's when it becomes a little bit, I just tell him, I don't think you're really looking for my help here. I think you got it. I think you have a better idea in your mind. So go ahead, and if you do want to come back, I'm here.
I have 3 daughters. One is 8, but let's say, and I don't know if she's going to want to play golf, but I have one that I know is going to be very, very athletic. She's going to be close to tall. I'm 6'10", but I know she's going to be about 5'11", 6 foot, and she likes softball already, and she's really athletic.
Great.
What recommendation would you give her? And she's 4 right now, to take up the game of golf. What do you think I need to do to get her started and all that stuff? That's because we're getting close to an age that she could try.
She's 4 or
yeah, 4.
I would absolutely let her keep playing all the sports you were just mentioning. Softball, hand-eye, that is fantastic. The jump, run, all that stuff, all that athleticism. I can help a girl like that become a golfer. But you can't, it's harder, way harder.
What age should they start?
It's their wrists. If their arms are so little, the clubs are too heavy. So I make these little customized, really light clubs with the perfect grips, the molded grips for the kids when they're like 6, 7. And even the go-getter dads, I say, listen, just an hour a week or so is the max of lessons. They need sometimes 5 minutes. You say something to them, bend their wrist here, and they run around for a week. Next week, maybe another 20 minutes. That's it. They'll get it. I think over-instruction at a real early age is too much. Maybe when they're 12, 13, 14, then you can get them maybe once a week, once every other couple weeks. But let her be athletic. Let her be strong in her body. And a little bit of balance. I do a teeny bit of balance and a little bit of wrist, and she'll be off and running with this game. And
I also know you have another program as well. Tell us a little bit about it, and then we can find more information on you.
Yeah, I love this. Like just what you're asking me with kids. Like I think, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I achieved some things, but I wish I could have done better. Right. And I think maybe because of that, I teach this program. I teach all the traditional type of instruction you're mentioning. And I think I have a pretty good idea of where the pitfalls are, and I steer them clear. But the area that nobody gets the coaching is what I'm doing now. What I love is talking to them. It's an indoor class I teach. It's about fear and pressure and nervousness and anger and perfectionism. And it sounds very abstract, but I've made this. I wrote a book about that called the Mental Mastery Program. We do drills. We talk a little bit, but we do a lot of drills. We swing plastic balls. We do putting drills. How hard to try. They try so hard. Their muscles are tense. Right. So we make them hit putts less, try less this time. So it's a 10-hour class, a Saturday and Sunday, and that we really get them open up to, this is what happens when I get nervous. No wonder I can't swing. And nobody really talks to them about this. It's such a great class. The kids get a chance to see where they're messing up.
Well, Missy, where can we find more information on you, especially that program, and also if they want to be if they're in the Pittsburgh area, if they're interested in getting golf lessons from you? Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. MissieBerteotti.com, MISSIE. And I teach in Peters Township at Rolling Hills Country Club. The Mental Mastery Program and that book is available on my website. Yeah, you can
pick it up on Amazon and all that stuff?
Yeah, download it on ebook through Amazon, iTunes.
I'll look at the book you just talked to you about, a phoner to talk about your book and all that stuff. And especially if we're local, we'll have to have coffee sometime.
That would be good,
So
Neil.
thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right. You're listening to the Total Education Network Beach Lifestyle Celebrity segment and also Total Education with Neil. We'll be back in just a moment.